Dziękuję bardzo. Dear ministers, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, let me express my sincere appreciation and compliments to the host of the meeting, the Ministry of Maritime Economy and Inland Navigation of the Republic of Poland, for the initiative in organizing the second transport ministers meeting of China and Central and Eastern European countries. Transport has become fundamentally intermodal and international. It is impossible to fit the contemporary market needs for transportation in a single transport mode or one country's geographical framework. The necessity to synchronize the infrastructure development with support of efficient and innovative intermodal transport services along international distribution chains and transport corridors requires new instruments for cooperation among governments, businesses, and academia. Being on the transportation corridor from China to the northern, eastern, and western Europe, Lithuania strives to secure a competitive role and gives priority to development of Trans-European Transport Network, TNT, paying utmost attention to the development of such factors as implementation of new innovative intermodal supply chain solutions and green transport technologies that serve both as alternatives and complements to the traditional transport routes and means to deal with growing trade. Development of land transport infrastructure links with other EU member states and third countries, with our eastern neighbors, Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia. Adaptation of TNT to the growing traffic intensity, Rail Baltica and Via Baltica on the Northern Sea, Black Network Corridor. Promoting sustainable transport by creating well-balanced multimodality, railways, ports, road transport, network of airports. Modern innovative solutions in logistics, customs, warehouses, storage, removing bottlenecks by fast-track border crossing and new railway reloading facilities from 1520 to 1435 gauge. In the period of 2014-2020, we plan to invest 55% of EU funds in railways and 30% in road sector. In comparison with previous years, shift in focus is evident. It is strong incentive for the rail freight sector to continue with reliable, high-quality service in order to compete successfully in the market. Being the first between the Baltic states in constructing the European 1435 railway gauge from Lithuanian-Polish border to the second biggest Lithuanian city, Kaunas, Lithuania already provides container reloading services from 1520 to 1435 gauge on the Lithuanian-Polish border in Šeštokai terminal, which serves as a perfect complement capacity to the existing routes. In 2 years, Lithuanian capacity will increase to 34 block trains per day after the existing intermodal terminal in Kaunas will be connected to European track railway. Our significant advantage is the Lithuanian-Belarusian flagship project, which allows to ensure a fast train transit time. Border crossing facilities and technological solutions make possible to cross by train in just half an hour border between Lithuania and Belarus. It means the European Union and Commonwealth of Independent States. With our neighbors in Belarus, we have ambitions, plans to improve road connection and border crossings between two countries further. Special attention is attached to the development of international railway corridors. New opportunities for railway transportation as part of the North Sea Baltic rail freight corridor will appear with the full implementation of the regional infrastructure project Rail Baltica. The very essence of Rail Baltica is to develop a missing high-quality physical infrastructure and logistical railway connection for passengers and freight transport between Finland, the Baltic states, and other European countries. With regard to 9B corridor, which serves for east and western transportation of goods, until 2030, we are planning electrification of all Lithuanian parts of the corridor, from the border with Belarus to Klaipėda seaport. This would add significantly to reliable and efficient transportation and logistics chain from the port to the industrial park Great Stone, which is developed next to Minsk in Belarus by China Merchants Group company. Sustainable growth of Klaipėda seaport requires expansion of capacity, including short-term investment in dredging up to 17 meters and widening up to 200 meters of the navigation channel by 2018, and development of new offshore deep water port. Lithuania's favorable geographical position, well-developed intermodal transport infrastructure, qualified workforce, and close integration of different transport modes and logistics gives us solid basis to successfully contribute to supply chain between Europe and Asia. We see many opportunities in joint initiatives along the steadily developing route. Thank you for your attention, and I wish us all success in creating a strong and reliable partnership. Dziękuję.
Dziękujemy bardzo.